Let's talk about the Apple MacBook Air M3 15-inch laptop. I recently got one, and I gotta say that I'm unfortunately disappointed in something you might not actually expect. It's something that I feel like is minor for some people and major for other people. And unfortunately, it's major for me. And I actually recently got a M3 MacBook Pro to test it out against because for some context, I have the 2019 MacBook Pro. That's the main laptop I've been using for the past 5 years. And I wanted to basically upgrade because it's a little bit slow for editing, like video editing and stuff like that. And whenever it's slow, it's like a big headache. But the M3 MacBook Air actually fixes that issue. It's really, really good with that. But one thing that I didn't expect coming from the MacBook Pro 2019, which has really, really good speakers, is that the MacBook Air M3 15-inch laptop, the speakers are like noticeably not as good. It's like very, very unfortunate, I feel, because for me, I'm just so used to like listening to really, really good speakers. I think for some reason the 2019 version was the first time they really upgraded the speakers, and it really, really sounds different in my opinion. And having bought the M3 MacBook Pro recently just to test it out, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet, but to test it out, like when I first listened to the speakers, and I haven't been using my like 2019 MacBook Pro for a while, like a good few months, I think like 1 or 2 months. I've just been using the MacBook Air. I like missed it so much. I just felt so happy, like this joy inside of me where I was like, the audio quality is actually really, really good again. And so that's why for this one, I wanted to just talk about like my experience with the MacBook Air M3 15-inch and why I'm basically going to return it because of this primarily one thing. There's like another thing as well. It's like, again, coming from the MacBook 16-inch MacBook Pro, there's like multiple ports, the USB-C ports. So I can actually like have this thing right here, the external hard drive, always connected to it, versus the MacBook Air where I have to take this off if I want to like stream, for instance, or record with my camera connected, record with the microphone connected. Like I have no choice but to take it out, which is kind of annoying sometimes. It's not a huge deal and I can probably work with it. If that was the only issue, I could keep it, but the audio quality, it just makes such a huge difference for me personally. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little bit. I know I'm probably gonna get copyrighted, but let's just try it. Just play some music. So we're gonna go to our iPhone, which is behind us right now. There is only a slight difference with the size. For me, the 15-inch isn't that big a deal. It's not like that much smaller, but honestly, for the 16-inch, you do kind of notice it. It's like, it's noticeable for sure. And I do miss the extra inch of screen size. Like it makes a difference for me personally, especially since I have increased the resolution, or at least like zoomed in a little bit, because it makes everything easier to read for me. And that it does make a difference. So I do like it a lot. And then here is just a test of the audio. We'll just play a song from One OK Rock since I listen to them quite a lot. This one's a classic. So here is coming out of the MacBook Air speakers. I'm also going to try to like make sure the levels are basically the same. So we'll do it right before the big line. I even give this one an advantage. I'll make it a little bit louder. I just switched it over. To me, this is like a world of a difference. Okay, so that was the basic comparison. I don't know how that went. It was using my phone as the audio device, but hopefully that highlighted the point. But yeah, that's the main reason why I'm kind of disappointed in the MacBook Air. But it's like one of the reasons why I decided to go with the Air instead of the Pro was because of the portability. Like while I was in Japan for about 5 months, my laptop, the MacBook Air 13 was what I used. This one that I have right here. It costed only like $600. It's the 2020 M1 version and super solid. Like it did most of the job, but it was slow at times, especially with like exporting footage. So I did kind of want that portability mixed in with the ability to also edit the videos. The primary thing I did when I was using this laptop, and I still use it for editing, and it's still pretty solid, but I kind of need like a main one where I do like most of my like hard edits. These ones are really easy edits, so something like this could work. But for my main videos, for sure, I need like a laptop that can handle it, as well as playing really, really good audio, because like I said, the M3 MacBook Air just isn't quite enough in my opinion. And I guess that's what distinguishes them. Like I should have realized that. That was definitely a point that I saw when I did my research, and that's why I was kind of like, I'm not sure, but maybe I could get used to the audio. Maybe I could, like, it's not bad, it's not terrible. So I guess I tried to get used to it, but having listened to the M3 MacBook Pro speakers, I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't think I can ever really accept the audio quality of the speaker quality of the M3 MacBook Air. Sorry, it's a lot of numbers and different versions, but yeah, again, it's probably acceptable for most people. Like some people might not care about the difference, but for me, it's a huge difference, and it's very, very important that I have speakers that are really, really good audio, not just for audio editing, but just for like listening to music and playing music out loud when I work out or exercise or anything like that. It's just such a better experience. So if you're on the fence about like which one to get, yes, the 16-inch one is heavier, but I feel like it's more easy to get used to something that's heavy or just slightly heavier. It's not that much heavier. It is like for sure noticeably heavier, but like I put the 16-inch one on my lap and used it for a while, and it was totally fine. So yeah, I don't expect to. I'll still like have this one, the small 13-inch one, for portability, and if I ever need like a laptop while going out and doing work. But for the 16-inch one, that one's like gonna be my main one, probably. We'll see. But that's basically the video. That's basically why I am returning the MacBook M3 Air 15-inch laptop, and why I was somewhat disappointed in it, unfortunately. It is still a really, really good laptop though. Like honestly, like a part of me will miss it because of the size, the weight of it. It feels good to carry around. Like it's so easy to use. It's a great laptop for sure. But for my needs at this moment, like I think the 16-inch MacBook Pro just makes more sense and sounds way better. So okay, that's it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.